So, good evening, everybody, and welcome to It's All in the Feet, or whatever we're calling this class. It's all about feet. So, we the feet are like the window to the rest of the body. Every part of your foot corresponds to different parts and systems of your body. And in a minute, I'll share my screen. So, I have just a basic reflexology chart, but you can do a Google search and get some really um, complicated ones or really simple ones, whichever is better for your needs. And you can get charts for the hands too. We're going to kind of mostly focus on the feet tonight because that's the easiest to use. When you put oils on your hands, then now your hands have that on, and if you do your phone and all that, but you can do the same things on your hands as you can on your feet. So, one of the first things with your feet is just soaking them, just taking a cup of Epsom salts and putting it in nice extra warm water, whatever you can stand on your feet, and you can put a couple of drops of whatever oil you want in there, and then just soak your feet until the water's cool and you don't are not comfortable in it anymore. If you do that every night, that gives a real benefit to the rest of your body. So here's Evelyn. I'll let her get in. Hi, Evelyn. We're connecting up now.
Okay.
Um, so, can you mute yourself?
Yep.
Thank you, sweetheart. All right. So, I'm going to share my screen. So, we're not actually talking about any particular oils tonight. Just whatever oils work for you look up the oils for whatever condition you want. And then this is where you can apply them on your feet. So, for example, see this green stripe line here? That corresponds to your sinuses. So, if you're having stuffiness and the seasonal sinus things, you can put your favorite oil to support that right there. Or, you can put it directly on your sinuses. But sometimes they're kind of strong oils and you don't want to put them up here close to your eyes and your nose. So if you put them on that part just below the little bulb type thing of your toe, then that will help. Your head and your brain is right here in your big toe, and so that's where I've been putting oils. I've been putting them on his head and putting them on his big toe for my husband. Your lungs take up this big area right here. And Linda, feel free to speak up and, um, you know, give any advice that you can
Okay,
or want
the
to.
sinuses are a little above that green line. It's
Okay.
not quite accurate.
Okay.
They're actually the pads of your fingertips and the pads of your
Pads of your
toe
feet.
tips.
Okay.
So they're more in the blue area that's facing you.
Okay.
And if people are having sinus problems, that's exactly where you should put the oils.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I know some pictures have that as the sinus and some have this little stripe. So
Yeah, it's the former.
okay.
That's
Great.
correct.
Okay. So we're not going to go through the whole foot. I just wanted to point out some of the big parts. Um, so on your left foot, um, this is your lung and also your heart. So good places if you're having some kind of breathing um, difficulties. So you can put it there. Now, the one that has always been a favorite of mine to know is this colon right here, this white area. So it starts just above your heel on the bottom of your right foot. So you go up and then across, all the way across both feet, down, and then back across this way. I have relieved babies of constipation. I was working that area for my husband the last couple days because he's just been laying in bed, so he's been a little bit constipated. So if you put some oils here and even just rubbing that area without oils can really help. I'm sure you've had some experience with that, right, Linda?
For sure. Those are great places to work on for babies.
Yeah,
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 especially the colicky ones.
yeah. For if you have problems with your back, right here, right along the side of your foot, that's what corresponds to your spine. So when we do a raindrop, we put the raindrop oils right along here on your foot, and then we also put them right on your spine. So we do the feet first. It kind of gets the spine kind of primed for the oils. And then we go to the actual back and put them on the spine there. So um, it really goes to all parts of your body then because it radiates out from the spine as well.
Mhm.
Um, and now this I've not had much experience with. The heel, lower back, hip, knee, ankle, and foot is all in your heel. Is that?
Well, that's actually your posterior.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, the lower you go, the more you get towards your rear end.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. So what other tips can you give us, Linda?
Um, the other thing that we really concentrate on is the kidneys,
Mm-hmm.
because these days people have lots of issues with those not taking in enough water.
Mm-hmm.
And the adrenal glands sit right on top of the kidneys, and the kidneys are actually closer to the arch of the foot. They're not in the middle like it shows here.
Oh, I didn't
So
get a very good chart.
yeah, well, yeah. I wish you had texted me and I would have handled it for
I'm
you,
so sorry.
but
Yeah.
that's okay. No, you got a lot to handle as it is. So with the kidneys, if you work that area really well, that'll get the circulation going in those areas well. And
Okay.
the adrenal glands are very congested these days. And what we mean by congested is that there's a lot of uric acid there, because people overexert themselves. And it's what I call the second wind gland. So if you overdo it, then that gland kicks in. So if you're working extra hours or working on projects, or you're just the Energizer Bunny type of person, an A plus is what I call them, then that gland will actually expand in your foot.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and that little white spot there will expand all the way up to where that white line is, uh,
Solar
where your
plexus.
solar plexus is.
Uh-huh.
So you need to be really careful about how you push yourself,
Okay.
whether it's emotionally or physically or psychologically,
Okay.
because it will expand that gland.
So if we just get like a roller of some, they have lots of different rollers with points and
Hmm.
ridges and stuff. If we just roll our feet up and down a roller, is that helpful?
That's very helpful. But what I would suggest for people that don't have a roller is not to buy one, but to get a sock, an old clean sock, and put 2 or 3 golf balls in there
Oh,
and roll your feet on those, and it will do exactly the same thing as a roller will.
oh, okay, great. And if you're in the Lansing area, Linda is a reflexologist.
Mhm.
Um, very good
Really good one.
reflexologist. Yes, I've
Thank
been
you.
to her a few times.
Thank you.
And so you can set up an appointment with her as well. So,
The other thing I want to point out, if I could,
yeah.
is the white line where the solar plexus is also your diaphragm.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and because most people in our Western culture don't breathe well, people on the line probably that may not be relevant to you, but because we don't take a lot of deep breaths, that area is also underutilized. So that would be a good place if you're using a roller or your golf balls to go over that area really well as also.
Okay. Okay. Any other suggestions of DIY at home things you can do for your feet?
Yes. A lot of people are barefoot at home, which is good. It's also good to be barefoot outside as long as your feet can tolerate that. That's good. But we also see a lot of people coming in with bruised and broken toes. So like for me, for example, I broke my foot last year. I broke one of the metatarsals
Mm,
last year.
mm,
It was a stress fracture. So what I do is wear Birkenstocks at home that
uh-huh.
give you lots of good support. So if your feet need support, then I would recommend something like a Birkenstock shoe, or you can even put it in your house shoes. They have Birkenstock insoles that you can put in your shoes or your whatever you wear around your house that will give you a lot of good support. And it keeps you, it'll keep you from bumping your toes against things too.
Okay, that's a good tip. That's a great tip. Anybody have any favorite things they do for their feet that you'd like to share with the group?
I have a question.
Sure.
If you like if do you just work the foot, the whole foot, or can you just do an area? And if you uh, what am I trying to ask you? I'm trying to ask about like the gallbladder or something. Like I don't even know. I guess my gallbladder is okay. Should I be working these things for general good health? I think that's the question.
That's a good question.
Or it's only if something is wrong that you go to your feet.
Oh, no, no. You should always pamper your feet because your feet have over 7,500 nerve endings in them. And they literally connect with every organ in your body. So when you pamper your feet, you're actually helping the circulation that it connects to in the rest of your body. Okay, so it's not a matter of being something wrong with your feet. The thing is, working your feet will help out the rest of your body.
Talk about the waistline, please.
Well, we tell a lot of people if we could affect the waistline, that we would be gabillionaires by now.
Yeah, exactly.
But no,
I think
that's
that has more to do with this end than that end, right?
right.
I was looking at the line that says waistline, the outer on the toe, the big toe. And so when you go to an area like that, what would you do to it? I mean, I just happen to have a golf ball on my desk.
Oh, waistline. Oh, no, that's like, here's the spine. And then,
Right.
so this is just to say, okay, as you're going down your spine, here's the waistline. Here's where the spine waistline occurs. So,
Oh,
yeah.
duh. Okay.
Well,
No,
I
that's all right.
mean, that wouldn't be intuitive. That's
Right.
just kind of a reference point. No, I wouldn't expect you to know that.
Right.
Excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Now,
of people do.
this may not be, I don't know. I'm gonna ask this question. So now you have at the top of your foot,
Mhm.
is there anything that happens there, any kind of work that can be done there?
Well, let me explain reflexology a little bit.
Okay, great.
When you have a reflexology session, we work the entire foot.
Okay.
Okay, because like I said, every part of your foot represents an area in the rest of your body.
Mm-hmm.
So we work those areas. And if we feel something underneath your skin that feels like little grains of sand,
Mm-hmm.
then those are actually uric acid deposits in that area of your foot.
Mm-hmm.
And we apply some pressure, gently apply pressure to that area to break up the uric acid that settles there. And then that's why we ask you to drink water after the session. But literally every area of your foot and ankle will be addressed during a reflexology session.
Okay.
How much does
Now, where's that uric acid at? I don't see that on the.
No, that wouldn't show up here. Because uric acid is a byproduct of the filtering functioning of your kidney.
Yeah.
When it's distributed by your heartbeat. So if you're having any challenges in your body at all, then the uric acid would tend to collect in that area. Okay, say for example, you're having a low back issue. Then that would be towards your heel and toward the bladder area that was pointed out earlier. We would work that area quite a bit during the session so that we help get that uric acid deposit out of there. And then that in turn would help the circulation to your lower back. Okay, which would help your lower back.
Yeah, I know I experienced, well, it's been many years ago now, but I used to have gout. I haven't had gout in years now, but then I've been eating differently and drinking more water.
Good.
But generally speaking, I would have it in my right, I think it's my right foot. It would be hot and I would have 3 or 4 days of that, that pain.
Yes.
And it was uric acid buildup.
Yes. That's exactly right. Yep.
Do you eat a lot of cherries?
Oh, do I do? No, what I have done is I've changed my diet completely. I try to eat raw and try to drink a lot of water. I don't eat any meat. So part of that was a part of it too.
Yeah.
That uric acid, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we work the kidney quite a bit also. Somebody has a question for me, I think.
Yeah, good
Anybody
question.
else have a question? I don't see anybody with a hand raised.
Linda, can you tell us your phone number again? I want to come see you. This is Janice.
Yes, I will put it in the chat if that's okay.
She's on a phone,
okay.
Linda, so
Oh, she's on the phone? Oh, okay.
yeah, so she can't see.
Okay. 517.
Yeah.
896 6239.
Is that your office number?
It is. It's
Okay.
my personal cell phone number, but that's also my office number.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 896-6239. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
So my question was, what would we, I live in a different state, what would we look for in a reflexologist? I mean, is that with the chiropractor? Does your insurance cover it? How much should it cost? How many sessions would you go to? You know, could you give us some general guidance, please?
Sure. You want to go to a reflexologist that has had at least 200 hours of practicum. Not all states have certification, but there is an American Association of Reflexology where people can also be certified. So I would highly recommend a certified reflexologist. The other thing that most reflexologists do is that they charge, like, for example, we charge by the body part, which means we charge, we have one set of charges for the feet, one set of charges for the hands, and a set of charges for both. So you want to look for people that either do that or will charge you by the hour. And most reflexologists that have had, that have been in operation for at least, I'd say 5 years or more, would charge you anywhere around $60 or more for an hour.
Ooh, an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Well, we spend 20 to 25 minutes on each foot.
Mm.
And then before it, if you come to our office, we actually, the soaking that that was talked about earlier, we soak your feet first, and we soak it in lemon oil, and because it's a natural disinfectant, and in soapy, warm, or hot water, whichever you prefer.
Mm.
We start with that. Then we will wipe your feet, and then you'll be either lying on a bed or in anti-gravity chair.
And I always fall asleep.
Yep.
It's so relaxing.
I thought I saw Hiawatha on the phone too. She
Yeah,
falls
in fact,
asleep a
I've
lot,
been
too.
missing, I've been wanting to come to you and call you, but you know, I don't, you know, there's so many things that inhibit me doing so.
Right, right. Well,
And
we'll
I
get together.
tend to neglect myself, you know.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bringing you
So
Justine. She's gonna be your night nurse tonight. Hello.
So
I'm doing great. How are you?
yeah, I highly recommend it. You feel like you've had a whole body massage
Huh?
when they work on your feet. So
I will let you
it's,
sleep
yeah,
tonight.
it's awesome.
Yeah. All
It's
right,
awesome.
Good luck at rehab. It was nice meeting you.
Sorry.
Is your office in
I will be
Lansing?
back, okay?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
It's at 1020 West, I'm sorry, 1020 East Saginaw Street.
Oh,
Does the medical cover it, or is it an out-of-pocket expense usually?
Usually it's out of pocket unless you're a flexible spending account, unless you have a flexible spending account. And some
Oh.
people's flexible accounts cover it.
Mhm. That's nice when they do that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
There are some states, depending on where you are, that will take your medical coverage. I
Mhm.
think Florida is one, California is another, and Arizona, I believe, is one also. But the
Mhm.
Midwest states are kind of falling behind in that area.
Mm.
Not very progressive.
No,
Is it right there past Pennsylvania?
yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about it.
Oh, great. Good.
Mm. I just haven't made it there. But I'm gonna make it there.
Good. Oh, Linda, I'm so thankful you came on the call. Well, it would have been a 10-minute call if you had not come on. So
Well, I am too. I thought, well, I better get in there tonight. For some reason, I was compelled to do it. So
oh,
that's good.
thank you. Thank you for being willing to share and be my teacher tonight. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. No
So-
problem at all.
Any other questions about feet?
Yeah, Linda, what happens when we don't go see you and we have uric acid buildup in our feet? Do we get sick and have heart attacks and strokes, or what? Can you tell us about that a little bit? How important that is?
Well, one person talked about it in terms of gout. It can
Mhm.
result in gout, which is extremely painful.
Okay.
The other thing is that if you have uric acid buildup in your feet, it literally blocks the circulation to your organs.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
So you may not feel it in your feet, but your organ may suffer as a result of it.
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
So
Linda,
it's-
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Would this be an instance where soaking our feet would be helpful?
Soaking your feet would be very helpful, but it won't remove the uric acid.
I
The
see.
uric acid has to be maneuvered out, or I think there are some physicians that give you some chemical medication, some pill now, that will reduce the uric acid in your body, but it won't move on its own.
Oh,
So you have to either do the golf ball thing that we talked about, or the roller that Cricket talked about earlier, but you have to do some physical maneuver on your feet in order to remove the uric acid.
oh,
I know for the pain, I would take, we have this Caspian, it's really cayenne pepper, right? The
Oh,
cayenne
sure.
pepper, I would make I would soak my toe or my foot in that.
Mhm. Okay.
And because it would be so painful, and
Mhm.
it seemed to kind of temper it down rather than the medicine that the doctor wanted to give me, because it would just put me to sleep, but it wouldn't deaden the pain.
Oh,
Right.
So
Right.
I use cayenne pepper. I use this Caspian. It's Caspian, which is kind of cayenne pepper. I would
Yeah.
use that as an ointment, and that seemed to give me a lot of comfort.
Oh, very good. Very good. I learned something new tonight then.
There
That's
you go.
cool.
I think it.
The black pepper essential oil
Mm.
is a good pain management oil too, and it gets your feet warm. So, like if you go into bed at night, you can put black pepper on your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Black pepper oil?
black pepper essential oil. Yeah,
Mm.
from Young Living. Evelyn, did you have a question?
I was gonna say something that was to do with your oh yeah, so it's a good idea then to at least put some lemon in your water, lemon oil in your water.
Well, we do it because it helps protect the person we're working on, and it helps protect us in terms of being a disinfectant.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it seems to me that would be a good idea anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and it's great aromatherapy also.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
But
that's
there are
good.
different things that happen to you. Like we use peppermint oil quite a bit. We use thieves quite a bit for people that used to come in ill. We don't have people come in our office anymore because of COVID that are
Oh, you
ill.
don't?
But if they have different things going on in their feet, as Cricket alluded to earlier, we can use different oils to address those situations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
so
you know,
seeing
Yes.
people yet.
Yeah, so if you have like a liver concern that you're working on and you've looked up all the oils that are supportive of healing your liver,
Mhm.
then you can put those on that spot on your feet of your liver, and you can, work that spot more with your roller or your golf balls, or go see Linda and say, I have this concern. Well, you don't even have to tell her, she'll find it.
Mhm. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I've had clients that have been with me so long that they bring their own oils in it and have me work on those areas.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's a good thing.
Do
Cricket
you
is
have
one of them.
someone, do you
Yeah.
have someone you can recommend in the Detroit area?
Is there a
Let-
client page, Linda, where you can, a practitioner page at all?
No, but Detroit is close enough where I can probably find someone for you. Find
Why
someone that
don't
I
you
would
call,
recommend.
why don't you call, Hadassah?
Melina.
Hadassah knows a lot of people. In fact, she took me to a foot reflexologist who was really good when I was visiting her once.
Hadassah?
Hadassah Floyd.
Oh, no. Okay.
Let me see. I'll give you her number.
If you want to text it to me, you can.
Oh, I'll text it
Hi,
to you.
Wanda.
I'll text it to you.
Yeah, that'll be good. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Great,
Sure.
This is
great.
Ashley, right?
We don't want to have personal numbers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Excuse me, Cricket, can you send that that diagram through email or a text, or no?
Yeah, I can, but you can just Google reflexology chart.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
There's zillions of them out there.
Yeah, I'd recommend the American Reflexology chart. American Association of Reflexology. They have a pretty accurate chart.
American
see.
Reflexology.
Yes, in fact, Cricket,
Yeah.
we have a couple in our office, so I can take pictures of those and of the hands and the feet and send those to you. And
Oh,
you can
okay.
distribute them to everyone if you want to do it that way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you don't mind, I'd rather choose the chart.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Any
been
other
really-
questions for the feet? And if you have other questions, then we can stop the recording and we can talk about your other questions. So no more feet questions. Okay. Say good night to everyone, and then we'll stop the recording, and then you can ask other questions if you want to. Good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Night. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you